Hello and welcome to another episode update from Students Netherlands. My name is Keith and I'm studying in Netherlands, and unfortunately I found a place in a college called Saxion, probably the worst college in this country, and they advertise themselves as quite a good place, but it's something that you don't want to go there. The fees is a lot for non-EU students. Non-EU is when you're not a citizen of a European country, and it's probably better to just stay in your country, save that money, learn online, and you will have a better success at learning some things by yourself. So today I want to look at how, as a non-EU student, you can study for very cheap, and you can study for even as low as free in some cases, and how you can do that. So I'm going to show you and show you the fees structure in different countries and in Netherlands, and also the difference between EU and non-EU students. So let's look at this website here. Uh, so this is a website which I found, and here you can see that if you are a European citizen, you're going to be paying around 2,000 euros for one academic year. And usually a year is divided into 2 semesters, or sometimes they call it even as 4 quarters, depending on how the classes and courses are structured. So this is fairly nothing, but what we want to focus on this video is how much as a non-EU person you have to pay. So this is a general fee which they've written that for a bachelor program you're paying between 6,000 to 15,000, and masters is from 8,000 to 20,000, which is more or less correct. Now this does not include your living cost. Your living cost will be around 900 euros per month. So if you round it off to 1,000 a month, you're spending 12,000 euros on your living cost. If you can save some money in there, you probably can, but it's more realistic to have a budget structure of between 700 to 1,000 a living cost, and that could be in Netherlands or any other European country. The cost will be more or less the same, unless you're going to the Eastern Europe part of the Europe. So let's have a look at the prices, the fee structure in Saxion. The worst college, you don't want to go there. I'm just telling you the comparison of how much students have been paying, and it's a complete waste of money. So, and it can be tricky and difficult to find out how much it will cost you. So I was able to find some links, and here is a structure which they have laid out. Now there may be a possibility of paying an installment, but don't rely on that, because that really means nothing. Okay, so now this is a PDF file which I found on a Saxion website, and their administration is probably uneducated. They probably hire people who've had no education whatsoever. Like this is supposed to be an advanced country, and I think this college section is not a reflection on the country, because the country itself runs pretty good. We have a lot of nice colleges, but if you get admitted into a low end college such as Saxion, you probably have no chance of entering into a higher, or probably a proper college, because if you look into world ranking websites, there's maybe handful of colleges which are really good here, because we only have like 10-15 colleges, and Saxion doesn't even rank in one of them. And it's if you get accepted in a very good college, like a normal college, then you're better off going there. But if you have no education, then Saxion will accept you, they will offer you a place, and that's maybe a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, but that's what it is. I mean, their office administration is so bad. like sometimes I get emails from them and it has typos in that, and sometimes they say, hey, you want, they send you some things and they forget the link or attachment, which can happen, but these things shouldn't happen. Like what is this? This is their fee structure or PDF document, which is laid over 2 pages, and there's like this thing going on. Like the presentation is terrible. And okay, so here we have, now this is only for EU. I couldn't find this similar thing for the EU students. I mean the non-EU students is probably this one. Let's have a look. Okay, non-EU 8,000. Okay, so this is how much you're paying in the whole year, 7,800 for non-EU. Okay, so and I think they might have some other yeah, this is very hard to understand. So let's go to another page which I found is this same page. I'll go to another page, and here this is also Saxion, and you can see here they've laid out so a bachelor program will cost you uh, yeah, this is impossible because this amount, I don't know what this amount is. This is probably, yeah, this is semester. So this is probably 6 months. Okay. So you want to double this. And then if I subtract this with this, I'm left with the fee cost. So that's the 7,800 which we saw here. Okay. And I saw this number at another place. So this is the software engineering program offered at Saxion, where they teach you nothing. They've literally told us to use while loop and if statements, and now go make a application by yourself. And if you can do it yourself, you're a bad student, you're not studying hard enough, and it's not their job to teach you. This is what they do here. So I recommend don't ever come near this college. It's a total, complete, utter waste of time. So this 7,800 is probably, if you have cash to burn, you can come here and waste your time and learn nothing. They will keep telling you that you will learn something next year until you're in the third or fourth year, or second year, and then they'll tell you, look, you're here now so many years, you should know it by now. So they really teach you nothing. And I want to talk about this crappy college more in my later videos. Don't even join there. So there's another one. So this is the situation in Netherlands. Why Netherlands is a very bad choice. One, you have to pay a lot of fees to come here. Secondly, you cannot find housing in this country as a student or a non-student. Doesn't matter. It probably is easier to find a job in this country than finding accommodation. They're the two disadvantages. Another disadvantage is that the whole country runs around the language Dutch. And if you don't know Dutch, there's no way to progress in your career. You might have a degree with it that you've earned after spending, like if you multiply this by 4 years, okay, that's like 2,000, 24,000, 32,000 around, okay, and then plus you're gonna spend so 12,000, 10,000 times 4, that's 40,000, and this is another 32,000. So this is like 70,000 euro deal. And after having done that, if you're not fluent in the language, nobody's gonna give you a proper job. Even in a supermarket, they expect you to speak quite good Dutch if you were to handle any part of the customer service. If you just want to stock shelves, even after doing this degree, you're more than welcome to come here, but you will not have any luck. There are some companies which would hire like programmers with English if they don't have Dutch, but it's kind of rare. Okay, so that's a downfall coming to this country. Even if you get a degree, you can't really use it unless you speak the language. And this is actually a very disadvantage to this country because they train these people and then they lose them, because then they have to probably leave back to their country So there are other ways where you can come to Europe and study for almost for free. Germany is a great place to go to study because the fees is more or less nothing, or is as low as the European students. So they will give you a very good deal, and they will also help you with language. Now, Germany is also they have their own language in German, but at the same time, if you haven't spent all that money and you've got a degree and you've learned everything in English because they have English programs, you don't have to speak the language. You can just get the degree and leave and then go to another country and find a nice job. It's still a European degree. So I don't see why people need to come to Netherlands and pay all this money and then not being able to progress in their career. Okay, so let's look at this one. Okay, so this is a DAD website, and here you can do filters. So what I've got a filter on, I've got English, taught in English, and then I have here a bachelor's program. So if I take that off, then I'll have a whole lot of programs that I can go and study in English. And also I have, okay, yeah, okay. So the field that I'm interested in is computer science. So let's just select bachelor and master's. Okay, so I've selected these two, and I'm gonna select in, it's probably in engineering some sort. Okay, so we'll keep that as English. And then this doesn't matter, this doesn't matter. Okay, fees. So this is another very useful filter which you can apply. So there are colleges in Germany that you can just go and study for free, almost for free. You probably have to pay your housing, same as anywhere, and the college fee may have some, like, I don't know, some fees. It's just unbelievable that there's absolutely no fees. It's just mind blowing. So, and what can you do? So you can do this program. Okay, it's a master's program here, some architectural program. You can do some this program, biotech. You can do, okay, okay, so this is also a nice program. Okay, so this is a very interesting one here. This is a master's in artificial intelligence, and there is no fees, and it's taught in English. And I mean, this is amazing program. Now, if you want to do something else, let's go to, there are 24 pages. So I want to filter this down. So let's just stick to a bachelor program. So now what you can do something with the autonomous vehicle engineering, physics, aerospace, and this is free. No tuition because we have a filter on. Now, you would have to have your high school finish in order to go to these bachelor programs, and you would have to have related subjects that you've done. So you would have to study in your own country as in any other country. So that's not a downside for the country. And this is really great because this is amazing. Like, how can you, and you get a visa because you have admission, and you only need to show that you can, you have a command over the language, English. And if you learn German, then you have even more choices. So I want to keep it to English because not everybody who's international can speak German. But so we've got these 4 pages. So let's see what else we can do absolutely for free. So let's go next here. Okay, if it loads. Okay, what is that one? I think it's loading. Okay, so we've got some kind of engineering going on here, science. This is good stuff. So you can do all these programs for absolutely for free. Now, I found another website where you can see the course structure by country, and this is also very nice. It's over here, and you can see, like, in Czech Republic, there's no fee altogether for anything unless it's a course in English. So if you can learn the language, you can go and study for free. And if you look at Netherlands, we have here a huge difference because you have to pay full fee, which is like 10,000 or 20,000, 15,000. It's like a joke. And you can't really do much with it because I think not in the country anyway, unless you can speak and learn Dutch, then you have a better chance of making some employment opportunities available for you. So and so forth. So there's no fees in Norway, absolutely. But I do think you have to speak the language. Now, they didn't mention this here, but like that's also a great spot. Norway is one of the most um, high income earning countries in the world. So I think this is a great choice. So I also talked about Germany, which is one of my favorites. And it says students don't have to pay tuition fee provided they're able to complete the study program within the designated time. So there is a condition that you have to finish and study, and that's okay. I mean, if you're a serious student, that shouldn't be a problem. So there's stuff about France. Um, so I mean, this is how it is. Sweden, we have okay. In Sweden, you have to pay a whole lot of money, so don't go there. Okay, so in Spain, you pay 12 euro and 50 cents per credit. Okay, that's like going to a store and buying some, buying doing your groceries or something. It's so cheap. You might need Spanish for this because each country, this is the downside of Europe, as I see, that each country has their own language. And if you're an international student, you have to know English and you have to find programs in English to save money. So this is my update on this video, and I hope to give you more updates regarding the crap college section and stay away from it. And if you have questions, there's an email you can contact me on, and I will answer your question. If you considering to come to Europe or to study to Netherlands, I can give you some advices, or I can answer your questions that you have, because because it's you don't find a lot of information online, because you might read something and it may be right, it may be not right. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again next time.